Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this new video where I'm gonna start with you a little series about creating a autumn journal, fall floral journal, I would say. And I decided to work on this project because recently I shared in my newsletter that it's all about art journaling and floriography, a little seasonal floral guide. Start with the fall edition with the meaning of the flowers, or couple of flowers, I guess it was like 4 flowers, with their meaning, and also with some journal prompts, ideas on how to explore those flowers in our journals. So inspired by this guide, I started to explore these 4 flowers that are marigold, dahlias, chrysanthemums, and cosmos. I started to explore them in my language of flower journal, but I wanted to expand this idea and to explore more about these flowers. So I decided to create a new journal, a little one, very much inspired by these 2. I did these 2 last year, and they are like concertina journals, a kind of no-sew journal, and I did this one first without a specific inspiration, I would say. It was more guided by explore colors, the combination of yellows and blues, so, and also violet. So I did this one, and as you can see on the back side, I explored this idea of flower street. So I have a bunch of doors from Lisbon, over which I doodled some flowers, and I love to work on this journal. It's very cute, and it's little, so I could spend more time creating lots of details like tips ins and pockets and tags and everything. I did also something similar with this one, but with this one I explored butterflies. So this is a little book of butterflies, and I love this one so much. It is very interactive. So I have this page that is in the shape of a butterfly. I have lots of pockets, tips ins, dangle, more pockets, and lots of tags. Yeah, love work on this journal. The same idea as the other one, like just I would say a large spread, long spread of botanical exploration. So I want to go with this same direction with the Fall Floral Journal, but not sure if I will do like this one. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things will go. But for today, I just want to share with you the cover of the journal. You will see how I will decide about the decoration of the cover, and how I will keep or not the spine of this book. So yeah, hope you enjoy this kind of video and also this kind of series, and if you want to know more about how to art journal inspired by floriography or the language of flowers, just subscribe to my newsletter and you will get some inspirations weekly. And yeah, let's start to create this journal together. I started by removing the pages from the book because I wanted to add different kinds of papers for the new signatures of this book, and also because it's easier to decorate the cover that way. So I removed the pages and then I trimmed the excess of paper. So to then decided if I want to cover or not the inside part of the cover, and I decided to do it. I had some options, floral options, some papers with floral partners, and I decided to go with this one that is like, it has like little daisies, I think. So yeah, I just trimmed a larger piece of paper and then trimmed the excess to fit the size of the cover. I did that manually because I think it's easier that way, at least for me. I trim one of the sides and then just check if the size was okay to trim then the other side of the paper. And then once I had the paper in the size that I wanted, I started to glue it then down with gel medium. But first I tried to check if I had some loose papers from the original cover, and it was not good, so I decided to remove the loose parts because that way I knew that the other paper would glue it better. So yeah, I applied a thin coat of gel medium to then start to gentle press the paper with a cloth, just making sure that there was no air bubble underneath the paper. And yeah, I just took my time and did that patiently, and in the end I saw that I measured the paper a little bit shorter, but that's okay. I can find a solution for that later. I also noticed that this part of the cover was damaged, so I added a thin coat of gel medium just to be sure that everything stay in place. And then I started to think how I wanted to decorate the cover. I had these fabrics that are screaming autumn, and I wanted to incorporate them in the design of the cover. So yeah, I decided to add some circles to both of the front and the back cover. I cut out different size of circles from both of the fabrics that I had available, and play around to see if the sizes and the placement of the circles made sense for me, and when it was needed to trim a bit some of the circles, I did that. And yeah, just patiently play around with these pieces of fabric to make sure that what I wanted to create was make me happy. once I was happy with the size of the pieces, I started to glue them down using gel medium. I used 2 pieces for the front covers and 2 others for the back cover, but varying in size. The big ones for the front and the small ones for the back. I just dried them to be able to start the second layer of the cover, that is applying but creating a layer of stenciled layer using modeling paste, which is something that I really like to use in my covers. So I mixed a little bit of modeling paste with acrylic paint and use a stencil with I don't know, this is not a geometric shape, but it's a partner I would say stencil. So I apply it again in both sides of the cover, on the front and on the back, using a mix of warm gray with burnt sienna. So once the stencil was dry, because we have to wait at least half an hour for it to dry because of the modeling paste, I started to create a floral design mimicking like a chrysanthemum or even a dahlia, with lots of little petals, using a puff painting. This is called effect liner from the creative art creation line from Talents, and I love to use them to decorate my covers. I'm always adding like floral designs to embellish all my handmade covers. And this time I wanted to create like a big flower, because usually what I create are small flowers, like trying to replicate the patterns of embroidery, it's like that little flowers that people embroidered. So I try to do the same by using 3D painting, but this time I wanted big flowers. So yeah, I created these these chrysanthemums that are fall flowers for sure. And yeah, again, you have to be very patient to use this kind of paint, and sometimes you can mess around, but it's easy to remove and to continue creating your design. So yeah, I did this for the front cover, and also for the back cover I did just one flower with a couple of leaves. Yeah, and I really like the effect of these painting, because they are like pearlized. I think is that the way you call it. So it has a little bit of shimmery, and it, every time I use them, every time I create a design with this painting, I feel very happy, because I really like how they turn out. So I waited for it to dry until the next day. You just need to wait like 1 or 2 hours for that. But yeah, I waited until the next day to add some embellishment to the cover, such as these cover protectors. I wanted to make sure that this part that was damaged would be I don't know, safer that way. So I added a protector in each of the cover corners. I just check if the page that I'm planning to add to this journal are fitting okay, and they are, and you will see how we'll add them in the next video of this series. And finally, for the closure of this book, I added a silk rainbow using my crocodile tool. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed to watching me creating the cover of my Fall Floral Journal, and that you keep following me on this series to see how this journal come to a happy ending. See you in the next video. Bye.